Yeah, no, I guess, it's a good question. Let me see what I wanted to check up on. Yes, I'll tell you what I was curious about. Um, um, well, first of all, yeah, I sort of, it'd be interesting to talk about, yeah, who played what, both in your family, but also who played what around Classy and Stravoy, and when you're growing up, like uh, how was music done in house to house? In the sense,
Well, yeah. Well, in Classy, the only house with a musical instrument in Classy was ours. There was a good Honer melodeon in the house.
and a melodeon. Let me just share my screen. Did we look for that before online? Did we? Let me see. What was it? I want to type in vintage Horner melodeon. Would they call it a melodeon? I spelled that wrong. All right.
You see, is there one there now? Is see the no, nothing. That there's a single row button.
Single row.
Yeah,
Sorry, wait
what
a
do you
minute.
see?
Sorry, I have to.
Bring up all the
Yeah, sorry, I just need to get this.
different types, and I'll show you what it was. You see the one Honor D Irish Melodeon. Uh, it was a precursor to that Honor 114D. Let me see. Scroll up a
114D.
bit more.
Sorry, where are you? Do we scroll down? Like this
Yeah,
one?
yeah. Hang on. Button accordion.
Did you see that one?
Um, no, we didn't have. I did play one of those, but it was Uncle John's. But the one on Classy was. See that one, Etsy Melodian Vintage Etsy Ireland down to bottom row.
This one?
Yeah, see that one. There's something similar to that. I think.
Why is that not popping up? Melodian Village.
Yeah.
I kind of lost it now by clicking on that.
There
That's
is a
very
radio
strange.
station that plays the entire country music family. And that station is the
What have
favorite
you got going on? You've got radio
by
going on there. What's going
David
on?
Warren, inviting you to join our global country
Dad,
music.
do you have the radio?
Just tell
Oh,
your
that's
device to play the 615 on TuneIn.
where's that come?
Welcome to TuneIn.
Tune in. It's your you've tune in going on somewhere.
Alexa off.
Alexa. So this one here, I don't know why it won't let me see that picture properly. There it is there.
Yeah, no, it wasn't quite sad. There's an older version of that.
Right. It's would it be in a particular key or would it
I don't know. I don't know what key. I don't really know what
but it
key it
was
was in.
single row
It was
button.
a single row Honer. I think there was a double bellows on it, if I remember.
What's the double bellows mean?
There was a see in the center of the bellows. There was a division in the center of the bellows, so you had it was kind of an extra long bellows on it.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, but I don't see anything just quite like it there.
I had a melodeon. I could do single row. There's single row versions.
Mm.
And single row would be a limited range, would it?
Oh yeah, it was only one key.
It
You
was
could
cheaper
play.
because you only one set or half the reeds.
Uh,
It was cheaper because there were only half the reeds in it.
yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah, yeah.
was there anything like this? To have these weird, what are they? Tuners?
They're the stops for the
Oh,
different voices.
different voices.
Yeah. There
Okay.
was three stops on the ones we had, I remember. And
And
they were
it's
brass stops, they weren't wooden ones. I see that one there now. See that
yeah,
one there.
yeah,
It had see the metal corners and the metal strap holding it together.
yeah.
It's very similar to that there.
Let's do that. I'm just curious what this is. East Anglian Traditional Music Trust.
Mm,
They have a Victorian one row melodeon.
yeah,
So okay. So questions then. Let's start with that.
yeah.
Where did
So
that
that
come
was
from?
that we had a melodeon, and my father used to play it, and he taught me to play it, and Michael. But I think it may have belonged to John O'Neill at one stage, because you remember John O'Neill played the melodeon.
Right. So it could have come from John O'Neill in the US. No, John O'Neill
It could
wasn't
have
in.
come from the US. Yeah, it could have. I don't know.
Because I was going to say, I was just thinking, when you used to, when we kind of, well, and for me, I had to imagine it, but when you described the house in Classey, there was no great technology in there, if you don't
We
mind me
had a
saying.
wind-up gramophone.
Ah, there was a wind-up gramophone.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a big deal, a wind-up gramophone.
the wind-up gramophone and 78 RPM records, and
All right.
we had a melodeon.
And yeah, melodic. So there's a lot of music going on in the house then.
Yeah, and
Well, what kind of gramophone did you have?
it was probably an old. I'd say it might have been an old Decca. I can't remember the make. But
What
if you
year?
look at old vintage gramophones, if you go vintage gramophones,
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. What year? Probably 1940s or 50s.
yeah, 1940s.
Heck yeah, 40s. Sorry, share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at. I am here. Images.
Yeah, you see Decca gramophone in the middle there,
Yeah, this one.
something like that.
Were they always in a box?
Oh, it's a box. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you wind it up, right?
You
So this,
wound it up. Yeah.
right. This is an eBay now. There's quite a few of them still around.
Oh, yeah.
What could it look like here? Do you see that? Can you see
Yeah,
that?
it could have looked something similar to that. All right. Yeah.
Salon Deca.
Mm.
Similar to that anyway, yeah.
Yeah, similar to that. Yeah, yeah.
Jesus, it's funny so many of them survived.
Well, they were pretty tough things, you know.
Were they?
Yeah.
Right.
As long as it didn't get woodworm or get damp, the cabinets came apart if they got damp.
There's a bunch of Decca records there, though.
Yeah, remember Decca Records? Yeah.
So, where did the gramophone come from?
I have a funny feeling the gramophone may have come from the US.
Right. So, did anyone else have gramophones in Classey?
I don't remember. I don't think anybody else had any instruments in Classy. The next house that had an instrument was in Joe Shemazog's house in Clare. One of his daughters played the fiddle, and it used to have be hanging beside the fire always.
So, but you also mentioned there that John Connon had a melodeon.
John Cunningham sold melodeons.
Ah, but he didn't play them.
Yeah, I didn't play them. Yeah.
Right. So in the
And
house,
there was a fiddle in um, Paddy Kildare's house, you know, for Uncle Michael's, the homemade one, which I still have.
right. Let me just get this right then. Where's my Google Maps? So, wait a minute, we're gonna go back over those 2 points now in a second. Oops, we're going up to Clogher Cullion. Right.
Clare car.
Yeah, there's Clogher there. I just want to drop my little. Where's the sweet lad? Right. So I'm just going along here. Let's see what September 10th. I haven't updated this since September 21. There's the road down here, isn't it? The road down to
It's the Classy Road, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Midland enough weather. So where is what do you call the guys with the fiddle?
Oh, that's in Clare car. House no longer exists.
No way.
I
Where
can
was
show
that?
you where it was. Oh, that's one of Johnny Monday's horses, I see.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I'm glad. I don't mean, I don't know if it's like,
And there's Grand Awards Bridge is there.
yeah.
Crossing the bridge, yeah.
A nice September day when they went drove down here. Now you see there's a caravan down here. Is that a caravan or what is that now? Jesus, he went well to get
Oh,
there.
that's a house. That's a new house that
Oh, it
Michael
is. So
Campbell's
it's a
building.
house.
He has
Yeah,
a roof. He has a roof on it now. He says.
yeah. I'd believe him because that's September 21. He'd want to.
Uh,
That's 3 years old.
yeah,
Um this Street View capture. So it's down here somewhere with Core, right?
yeah. Carry on.
So
Move
there's
around fast, yeah.
is there a house into the left by any chance?
There's a house on the right. First house you meet is on the right.
No, the one that's
Oh, it's
disappeared.
on the left. Yeah. But
I think I remember you
it's
telling me about
it's
it.
buried in the forestry. The
Yeah,
walls of
yeah,
it. You know,
yeah. I think we.
it was Joe Bonner's.
Oh, there's a bit of blurring there. Let's see what was going on back there. But anyway. There's houses down here. Would have been down here somewhere.
You're coming up to Paddy Ferry's old house now. First house
Yeah.
on the
Here?
right. Well, that's the shed, and on the opposite it is the house. That's Paddy Ferry's. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
belongs to a German now. Carry on. Next house now.
Mhm.
But it was Neil. Was Ward's house on the left.
Do you know where you are now?
Yeah. Now,
There's a
okay,
lane
look
down there.
down. Look down. See that house there with the tin roof?
Yeah.
That was Ward's house, and directly behind that, over the height, directly between that and the river, was Joe Shimazog's house.
So down this direction.
Yeah, down that direction. If you go on down the road, I can show you where the lane started,
Yeah,
just around the turn.
I think I do remember it. I
Yeah,
have this from another night.
yeah, somewhere around there. Around there, the lane went down to the house.
On what side of the rock? This side
I'd
of the
say
rock?
it's on the right hand side of the rock. I think it was. You know,
Can you see any kind of
you
obvious?
might see. I don't know if you'll see a track of it.
Oh,
You
there
know?
might be. Wait a minute. There's something there. Going down that way.
Yeah, it could be. It was down there. So down there was the house in the middle of the forest.
Okay, it's down there. There's a wee road down there. Do you see that?
Yeah. Well, that was
I have
Joe
that.
Shimazog's house, and he had two daughters
Yeah.
there. Yeah, well, two daughters and two sons. I know of Kathleen. It was Kathleen and Annie and Dee Fran and Sonny, and I'm not sure was it Kathleen or Annie played the fiddle. Some one of them played the fiddle, and that was the only other musical instrument I remember on that road.
Right. That was it. That was all the music.
Huh?
Is it because music instruments are expensive or?
Well, and the other person that played the fiddle in Classey was my uncle Paddy, because I remember him playing it in the States for me.
Oh, I see that photograph. So where did he learn the fiddle?
Huh? I
Where
don't
did
know.
think he picked it up when he was in the States?
He may have. I have no idea. But I remember him playing the fiddle for old Mary Friel. She was 83, and he played a jig, and she danced the jig at 83.
Well, you danced the jig in the Cork Jazz Festival there the other day. That
Huh?
you were dancing a jig at the Cork Jazz Festival
Oh
there.
yeah.
I'm surprised what people can do when they're 80.
Yeah, so there you are. That was the only
No, all right, let me go through this though. And then the other, sorry, just to come back to something you said there. The other fiddle was a homemade fiddle that was where?
it was in Strabay,
Which house in Strabane?
and behind Uncle Michael's.
Oh, and who made that fiddle?
I think it was one of the Kildays.
And that's uh who was
I
that?
think it was an uncle of but probably an uncle of my mother's, you know. or maybe his father. It was made around the time, I believe, it was made around the time the railroad was built through Strabane.
Yeah, I remember John Connor saying something about that too.
Yeah, yeah. And
Why?
I have still that fiddle.
Why is that memory there though? That it was. Why were they associated with the
I
railroad?
don't know.
All right, and um, that fiddle's where now? It's in your house, is it?
In my house,
Yeah.
under the stairs.
Yeah, it was good enough. It was a good sturdy fiddle. How?
It's a good sturdy fiddle. Now there wouldn't be
Somebody,
a great tone from it, you know.
yeah, but somebody must have. That's somebody who's made a lot of fiddles made that fiddle.
Yeah. Somebody that knew a wee bit about woodwork. Yeah. Mm.
Well, quite a bit about it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good fiddle. So do they have a wee side hustle making fiddles?
Huh?
Do they have a wee business making fiddles?
No, I don't think so.
But it's not. It looks like somebody has, as I said, has made a few of them.
Hmm.
I mean, even to get the tools to do the wee F holes on them,
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah,
you need a wee
you need
fine
a fret
saw.
saw. Yeah.
I need to stand it off. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
If you're just hacking it together, it wouldn't look the way that looked.
No.
And you
So
had to
that
get
was
you had to
that,
get
as I
the
said.
tuners. Sorry, you had to get the tuning pegs. You had to get the.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of wee bits and pieces that you would have to have.
Yeah, and the bridge.
All right. Well, the bridge, yeah, and so one of the Kildales was skilled in making fiddles. So
Mhm.
um, well, given there's a melodeon in your house then, and your dad could play it, right?
Yeah.
What kind of tunes did he play on it?
Oh, stuff like he used to play Highlands on it, and he used to play. I remember the Wild Colonial Boy was the first one he taught me, and the Rose of Arnmore, all those
Mm-hmm.
waltzes.
And would given down in Classey there, and there'd be some long winter nights there. Now, to be fair, did people have little get-togethers so people would play music and bring your dad around?
No, the most of the get-togethers where you ever came in and they just told stories, and you'd get somebody like Tommy McAloon, Tommy Seamus Tommy coming down visiting, and he told you a whole heap of ghost stories in Irish.
Ah.
You'd be shivering in your skin, with the ghost stories. And Joe Shimasog, the fellow whose daughter played the fiddle, he would come up and he'd tell you all rambling yarns, which are mostly lies.
About what?
Oh, it's
Or what
various.
would be setting for them? Local?
Huh?
Would it be with local people
Yeah, but local people and this, that, and the other.
or like historical people?
No. It was mostly current affairs, which weren't
Right.
true at all. And
But so when would your dad pick up the melodeon?
oh well, he would take it up sometimes when there was nobody about, or if we were listening, showing us how to play and things like that.
But all right, who taught him how to play?
Don't know.
Or could be John O'Neill.
Could be.
Or he just picked it up. He had
Yeah.
an ear for it, I guess, if
Yeah.
there was a melodeon lying around.
Yeah.
And there was no simpler instruments like a harmonica or anything.
I think maybe we might have had a harmonica. Maybe Uncle John used to sell harmonicas. I think maybe we were given ones now and again, for Christmas or something. I
So
do
John,
remember a harmonica, just a very basic one.
so
But
what
I
else?
think it might have been a present from Uncle John.
Right. So what was John Cunningham selling musical instrument wise?
Huh?
What musical instruments did John Cunningham sell in the shop?
He sold accordions,
Hmm.
mouth organs. He sold records, the 78 records, and then when electricity came to Glancy's ESB came, he sold proper electric record players and radios, and well, he always sold radios, battery powered ones.
And was the Melodians, sorry, back to the Melodians, were they always honors?
It was yeah it was nearly always Honer that he sold.
So could your dad have got the Melodian from John Cunningham?
It was a pretty ancient one. It was a, a very ancient, a very vintage job.
Right, so before the time John
I
Cunningham.
would say it was before. I would say it just might be pre-war.
Did John Cunningham do trade-ins?
Uh,
Did he do trade-ins?
He did, yeah, yeah.
So maybe could he got it in a trade-in?
Don't know. But the first accordion I had was a Casals, and it was a trade-in that John had.
Casal, no, they're never talking more upmarket. That's Italian job, right?
Huh?
That's more upmarket. Is that an Italian?
Yeah, it was an Italian Casals, yeah.
Or was Casel's cheap back in the day? Were Italian?
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be in the same class as Paolo Sofrani or anything like
Right.
that, you know.
But were Italian accordions a thing even then, or were they just, that a reputation only gained now over
They
the last?
had a reputation, I think, yeah.
All right. Sorry, have you getting a text there, are you?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
Philomena wants to
you deal with
call
that
me. I'll
text. I'll
just
close
tell
the
her,
door.
please call. Yeah, okay. I just say okay.
Who's that?
Philomena, I just see what's the latest news
All right.
from her home health. She must be in bed.
So, did you say please call? Does she need you to call now or what?
She'll call now. She must be, Ethel must have gone. So I'll just have a quick call
I'll
just to
pause the
see.
recording when she.
And
So right. So, and Michael learned the melodeon from your dad and yourself, or
yeah.
there was no whistle or anything simple. No.
Hang on, I'll just take this.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. Let me figure the button out for that. All right, you go do that. Now go for a little drive.
Hello.
Let's have a look at Duchess. Mm. Folklore collection. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Since my grandfather worked in the forestry for a bit. Oh. What was that?
Okay. Bye.
Hmm.
Hey, Tomas.
Hey. Oh wow.
That's the fiddle.
Oh wow. Here, let me just stop sharing so you could look at that now. It's a long time since I've seen it. Sure. See, that's in great condition. Do you have a box for it?
I have a
Yeah.
case for it, yeah. An old one.
See, that looks great. Yeah, just to protect it, that is fantastic. So that's oh, you can
Made
see
Mr. Boy.
that is fabulous. But even the kind of what would you call it? The binding or whatever you call it between the
Yeah.
side walls and the top plates, the top and bottom plates.
So there you are. I found that under the stairs there. So just
That is
record it now.
special. So,
Yeah.
come here, look what I was just going to do because they're just when I was waiting for you. And they have a whole series of photographs from the Forestry Service
Yeah.
from the 50s. So your dad worked in the forestry
He
for
worked for the forestry in the 50s, yeah.
I was just looking at this all Wicklow here. Well, there's various counties in North Carolina. I'm just going through this 12 pages. Just want to see. I'll show you the first few pages. They're the most interesting to show the kind of the fairly primitive gear they had. These old tractors, see that?
Yeah.
An old kind of tracked vehicle there of some sort. It's on a leash. Let me see. See, just in case to do Donegal, not that makes much difference. Sure, it's the same forestry service throughout the country. Um, I think the first few photos were the most interesting, so go back to them and once. Ah, there's one. There's Pettigo. Huh?
Yeah.
A wee bridge, of some sort, is it? Oh, here's more in Pettigo here. What are we looking
Yeah.
for? What are they doing there? Road making. They're making a road through the forest.
Yeah, forestry roads, yeah.
Road construction. Castle Blaney. There's a lot of obviously very manual, hard work.
You know, it was all manual work. All the drains were dug by hand, fencing done by hand, you know.
Oh, the drains dug by hand. Wow. He's making out some fencing posts. Look at that, all done by hand, making the fencing posts. Jesus.
Notice is using an axe just.
Yeah, that is pretty somewhat primitive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, let's do because it's always good. Oh shit, contact places. Sorry, just gonna. Have we done this before? Sorry,
No.
we're getting slightly distracted, but I'll get us back on track
You
anyway.
could see that's 67, that's Derry Lohan. 47. Is it 67?
Well, no, I'll zoom in. It keeps pulling them over a number of. Let me just zoom in a bit now. That's probably as much now as you can zoom in. What have we got here? Well, there we go. So what have we got? We've got
There.
Mullinamore Townland. Yeah, the stories
Yeah.
in there. This is not complete. There's lots of stories from Mullinamore that I've seen
Right.
in the school collection.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, so this is not comprehensive.
Derry Lohan, yeah. That's it, yeah. That's our old school. Derry Lohan,
100%
yeah.
transcribed all the remember we went through this before the collections there.
The school,
Yeah, like remember the stories.
Scale down Granyog,
Yeah,
Jack the Louis Jerga, Pattern the Horace,
yeah. Remember we went
back
through.
in the best.
Yeah, Mac Green
Sean,
Heron. That's the one that we got
not
from.
Green the Heron.
Yeah, I remember we got that from Sean Rua from Henry Morris as well.
Right, yeah. Who is it? Is it, yeah, Tubber and Doon, Tubber na Foilige, Tubber Durra Lechonel. Hmm.
Is that all there was? I thought there was more to that school. Back in the page, what's that? Oh, that's beautiful handwriting, isn't it? Oh, have they all translated to probably? Anyway, we got getting distracted. Actually, I want to just type in you draw stories. Okay. The music long ago, fairy music. Anyway, I'm taking us down a rabbit hole there. Let me just stop sharing for a second. So, okay, what have we got in the music? So, melodeons, that was probably a fairly recent instrument to the house then. Came out of there was never did your dad ever talk about anybody that else in the family playing?
No, the only the only fellow that would be talked about, for playing fiddle would be Sammy Doherty or Mickey Doherty.
Well, they would come round. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were Johnny Doherty's father, is it, or something, or what?
I'm not sure, was Mickey a brother or an uncle or something. I'm,
All
I'm
right,
not
right.
sure. Mickey was supposed to be a better fiddler than Mickey was supposed to be a better fiddler than John. And funny enough, I was coming down from Philomena the other night, and there was a program on from it was on from Ocean FM, and they played a tune, a recording of Mickey Doherty playing a tune. It was some
Oh, did
folk,
they?
folk,
Wow.
and he was absolutely note perfect. There
Wow.
was no scraping, just real
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah. Wow. So he would be coming around. He'd come around everyone's. He'd
Well,
be.
it was John. I remember coming around, and Mickey Doherty's wife, I think it was, used to come around with the pots and pans, selling pots and the pandies.
Jeez, they had some route.
Yeah.
And how did they get? They cycled or what?
No, they walked.
Right. Jesus.
You would hear her coming a mile away. She'd have the pots and pans and pandies hung around her neck.
And you walk from Glenties, or I mean, it
I
doesn't
don't know
really.
where I think they lived in Ballinamore,
Right up beyond Fintown.
because there was a house. I'm not sure which Doherty. I remember I was driving with Uncle John. Some of the Dohertys living in a railway cottage there, and he was at, it must have been a fair in Glenties, and John drove him out to home, and I came with him, and we went into the house, and he had a trumpet above on the mantelpiece. The first time I ever saw a trumpet
I would say
close up,
pretty rare,
or
exotic.
it was a cornet, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Pretty
yeah.
exotic thing to be having.
And that house burned down. I think he was killed. I think there were a family were. I think the house went on fire, and I think maybe they were burned, or
Jeez
died in the fire.
Christ. All right. So you might be going up by Doohery, then to Fintown, out to Ballinamore, is it? Or either some place anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Um. All right. So, and nobody else of the other houses would be playing any
Oh,
music.
and the other fellow that played the fiddle in Strabane, was Paddy Rorty, Fergus's father,
Ah,
up
right.
in Drummalaw.
He played the fiddle.
You could hear him playing in the summer's evening from our house in Strabane.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Ah, very nice. And would people go around to him, or he just play for his own pleasure?
No, I think he just played from his own. Yeah.
And did anybody sing then?
No, not really. Not that I remember.
Because mostly telling stories was entertainment. They all got
Yeah.
on.
Now, there's all gossip and yarns, and.
All right, cups of tea.
And as I say, what do you call him? Tommy McAloon was the Shanachie in the area, all that's Gaelic.
Where was he from? He came to we did him
He
before.
was from, he was the postman in Aden. He lived up the Wee Glen. And he would have been, he was related, his father was married to a ward from Classey, one of Sadie's family.
Do we have that in the tree? I have a wee look here now. 1 minute. I think we've done him before. Was he the postman that we saw in the video?
No, you were
No.
looking at Cornelius Boyle from Classey. He was a postman as
Oh,
well.
that's right. And of course, he was
He
from
was
Glasgow.
Donny Boyle's son, Donny the Shanachie.
Yeah. You told me that. Sorry. So that's terrible. I can't remember that. And so this guy, he wasn't your usual postman.
Huh?
This guy, the Tommy McClune, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't your actual postman, was
No,
he?
he wasn't our postman. No.
Why would he come around? Oh, because he was married to one of
Yeah,
the
he was
boys.
related to the wards of Classey. He used to come down and stay in Peter wards, and sometimes he'd come down to. I remember him sleeping in our house one night even.
All right. So let me just let's zoom in there. So did he pop out of? Geez, now I need to get this right. Where would he have been? This is geez, Dad, now you're pinning me now. I am forgetting where Sadie's wards came out. Where's the common ancestor with Sadie? Sorry.
Charlie Briney,
Charlie
Brian
Brown.
Ward.
Yeah, so it's Brian Ward's. Where are we? Jesus, it's hard to figure these out. Charlie Briney. Right, there's Brian. Where's Charlie? Jesus, there's so many of them. Pardon my language. There we are. Charlie Briney. Then we have, oh, there's a ton of these. And there's a few things we don't have right. We don't know who James Ward married, but anyway, there's a few here we need to tidy up some point. And then it was Charlie Briney. Was it Charlie Briney? No, which is the next one down? Is it do you see where I'm looking at here?
No, I don't see it. You're not sharing that.
Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Jesus Christ. Sorry. I just came in there through.
Yeah.
There's Brian Ward. There's Charlie Briney.
Sarah Brennan, we see now.
Yeah. And then down from there, we're on to the next layer.
Yeah. Connell Ward,
So
Charlie Ward, Rose Ward, James Ward.
There's a Brian as well. James, a Rose, a Charles, a Mary, Pat, Connell.
Yeah, Connell was Sadie's grandfather.
Right. Now we're into it. Then under that again, we have, oh jeez, we have Charlie Ward. Peter, there's Peter.
Yeah.
Right, there's Peter. Is that Sadie's father?
That's Sadie's father.
Right. Now, who was that? So we should see Seamus, sorry, what did you call him? You remember Tommy?
Tommy Shamus Tommy, yeah.
Tommy Seamus.
Tommy McLoone.
Where
I
is
don't
he?
see.
Are we missing him somewhere?
I don't know if we ever put him in.
Who did he marry? It's one of the wards.
You want one of the ward girls?
So Peter's sisters, is it?
No, I think it's a generation before that.
Right. So up there we have.
Yeah.
What do we have? We have a Sarah Ward. Died in 1983. Gosh, she was a brave age. Look at that. There was a Nellie Ward. There was a Mary Ward and a Rose Ward. So it's one of them, unless we're missing one.
Just check Rose Ward, see if there any
clues?
No.
She died in Philadelphia. That'd be
No.
right. So it's not her, right?
Not her.
They didn't immigrate, right?
Yeah, no.
Right. So Mary Ward. Don't know much about her.
No.
We look. Sorry, it's in
No.
this. Do you know this family tree that Boyle, McGinley, Kane?
No.
If we look in there and see what we have. No, no spouse marked. So what else do we have here? Could be her for all we know. We just don't know. Then we have Nellie Ward. Died in Philadelphia as well, so it's not her.
Mhm.
And then we have Sarah Ward. Died in the US as well.
Mhm.
So this is how you screw up a family tree. I would say by the process of elimination, it can only be.
Go see that McAloon, James McAloon. Go above. very top one over to the right.
Yes.
Yeah, James McAloon. Click on that one.
Ah,
There you are.
wait. There he is,
Thomas Seamus Tommy McAloon, married to Mary Breslin.
Thomas Seamus. So I sure we have that in.
Yeah.
Wait a minute then. Mary Breslin. So he's married to Mary Breslin. He wasn't married to. He wasn't married to
No,
Nellie
it's his
Ward, was
father. As James McAloon was married to Nellie Ward. His
he?
father, Tommy's
Oh, his
father.
sorry. I thought you said Thomas. Seamus Thomas was married to a Ward,
Yeah.
but he's not.
No.
His father was.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Well spotted, Dad, because that's
Yeah.
pretty far back. James McClune
Yeah.
is a son of sorry, married Nellie, who was the son of Brian.
So you
Nellie.
see Johnny Moore Ward there. Yeah.
Yeah, we're way back there, yeah.
Yeah.
But let's have a look, see who these McClunes were. Let's see the 16 hints. No, there's a million McClunes, I guess. What's this here now? Alan Ward. Let's have a wee look what this is all about. What have they got? I picked this up from something. Civil marriage, right? What the hell? Jerry Lohan, James McClune.
Mm-hmm. Jerry Lohan.
His father, look, was Thomas McClune.
Mm.
And the wife's father was Bernard Ward. Brian Ward? Bernard Ward? What's going on there?
Brian, yeah, probably, yeah.
Biddy McClune and John McClune, the witness. Huh. That's an interesting one. Is Brian Ward really Bernard Ward or what? Or so
I don't know.
what would the Irish for? Sorry,
It should, those things would have been those records would have been written in Latin and then transcribed.
yeah, no, I know what you mean. The noisy. Right. What the hell is the Irish for Bernard? No, that doesn't sound right. Bernard, that doesn't sound right. Nobody was called Bernard, right? Must have been Brian. Brainy or yeah, there's something funny there.
Yeah.
Bernard's not a standard name in Clancy's, right? You would agree Bernard wouldn't be a typical name in Clancy's.
Yeah.
Here, let me just that's interesting. Uh okay. So what we just want to do there is I want to see what other wee clues are here if you don't mind. Oh, the people are going on with this my research. Okay. How are they all getting these documents?
Don't know.
It says a root study or something like that, but death, hang on. And the diamond, Donegal.
No, doesn't make much sense.
Aye. Need to be careful of some of these things. What's this one here? Yeah, a lot of these you gotta be very skeptical. Plenty's James McLean. I mean, so many.
Is that James McAloon, father, banging? Is that Banging Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's
Well,
that?
that'd be right.
Well, that is right, is it?
Yeah, that is right. Yeah. That's where he lived, Banging Boy, up the Wee Glen.
He's fair age.
Yeah.
No next to kin or anything like that.
No.
Huh. Um, right. So that's interesting. Sorry, I don't know why I keep losing that link. What does this mean to me?
So that was the connection Tommy had with Classey. He was married to a Classey woman, basically. Or his father was married to a Classey woman.
Sorry, I need to do this thing.
Now, you see that death in the Diamond Donegal?
Is there somebody
That
else
could
got
very
that?
well have been the Donegal Hospital. There was a hospital in Donegal.
Oh yeah. That's right. That would make sense. Look, what's this here? This is a death. The rest of the death chart, is it?
Huh?
Huh. Sorry, just looking at some of these clues, or we call them. Hence, just maybe look at a few more of them, and I'll stop. Geez, why is it temporarily available? His death in 1934. Oh, the census.
Yeah.
The census in Bangor Boy. Look at
Yeah.
that. What do I look at? Should we look at this? Should we look at this one here? What else do we have? Hmm. I find it great. Huh. What is that? What? Actually, boy. But seriously. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I need to be careful here. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Let's,
You go down a right rabbit hole there.
yeah. Let's be wide simple. Let's just have a quick look at that census. Return. Might look at the, yeah, just a wee look at this. Oh yeah, Bangor Boy. Where the hell is Bangor Boy?
It's
How far
way
up?
up above the mink farm,
Right,
nearly up at Graffy.
right, okay.
Francie, McAloon, Rose, Michael, Joseph, Byrne, Thomas, and James.
Jesus, are they twins?
Yeah, it looks like it. And Thomas McAloon was 7.
Jesus, there's a heap of them in it. So Thomas was the guy that then married. Sorry.
Married, yeah, as it Ellen? No, Tommy McAloon, he married Mary Breslin, I think. Would that be right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. And Ellen was a ward.
A ward, yeah,
So he would
Nelly.
visit his
Yeah,
his mother's. So it's his granddad on his mother's and
yeah.
on his mother's side, right? And that's why he'd be coming down, right? So we haven't added that to the tree. I don't know if the energy to put that to the tree now. There's a good bunch of hints area that's on that side, isn't there?
No,
There's a good bunch of little hints on that side.
there is, yeah.
But you have There's his parents there. Wait, let me get this right. Thomas McLuhan, Nellie Ward, his parents were a Thomas McLuhan and a Bridget O'Donnell. Right, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're yeah, there's rabbit holes after rabbit holes here. But so he would come around telling stories. He'd be a good storyteller.
Yeah, he was a good storyteller, yeah.
Oh, actually, do we have all the children here? I can't remember us doing all this, but we must have done it at some point.
Oh yeah, Michael McMonigal married Nellie McLuhan and had 2 daughters, and I don't know what their names are. I must.
all right, this would do then, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're still around somewhere.
Oh, they are, yeah, but they're not living here. They both were sent off to private secondary schools.
Right, okay. Yeah, and okay, so that was let's get back to the entertainment side of things. When you
Mhm.
moved to Straboi,
Yeah,
I know you were in Glenties mostly, right?
yeah, I was in Glanties.
Were you in Straboi at all?
Huh?
Were you in Straboi at all?
No. I moved from Classey to Glanties
And once, so yeah, well, that's right.
Yeah,
And then it was
straight.
Michael and Mary were in Straboi for a few
Sure,
years.
but yeah, yeah.
So, who played music around Straboi? Who played something? So you said there was a fiddle up in the Kildare house or in the
Yeah, but it was never played. It was actually, I got it restored. It had to be re-glued, and I gave it to somebody, I can't remember who, to re-glue it for me.
did it a good job.
Yeah. Because I always remember it was just to hang down in the bedroom and so we.
So Michael played the melodeon,
Yeah, yeah,
but he was in Straboi.
yeah,
Your your dad was Straboi, he could play.
yeah.
Would any of the boners or anybody come over, or you said Rorty would play up Drumaloff?
Paddy Rorty used to play the fiddle. Yeah, that was the only musician I remember in Straboi.
But Jesus, not much dissimilar as well. I keep thinking, there's less people playing music instruments now than there used to be, but it sounds like maybe to come back to what the equilibrium usually is, isn't it, for these things? Not everybody's into it. And so again, would it be just people coming around telling stories and gossiping rather than
Yeah, that was the whole yeah.
but I guess
And then,
people
of course, when we got radios, then when people would call around to hear the news and things like that, you know.
oh, yeah, the equivalent of the internet.
Yeah, yeah,
People were probably highly concerned about people being glued to the radio, were they?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And was there and nobody sang down in Straboi either, did they? No singers.
I don't remember
Or I
anybody
don't remember
singing in
thinking it didn't
Straboi. No,
happen. And there was no dancing, of course, right?
no, there was no country dances in those days. But I do remember, they built a new parish hall in Fintown. It must be in the early 50s. And I remember my mother and the Nellie Barney and Ellie Campbell heading off to Fintown to the dance when it was opened. It was a
They
big
had, did
deal.
they? In the 40s. So your mother would have been it is in the 50s, sorry. Your mother would have been in her 40s that time?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect, sure.
Oh, it was a big deal going out to going to the Fintown Hall to the new
Very good.
dance hall.
And they cycled, right?
Don't know. They may
You
have
might get a
got a
taxi?
taxi, you know. I
Yeah.
can't remember though. At that stage, there was a wee bit more money coming because I remember we used to get a taxi sometimes to Mass and Glanties.
Oh, geez, it's all right. Okay, very good. Um, and how did you arrange the taxi? Well, you couldn't hail a taxi or
No,
call.
you couldn't. No, you'd have to
It'd be
go
well
down to
organized.
Dewhurry and send word.
Send word. Yeah, what does send word mean?
Yeah. Uh,
Some would be Somebody passing into town.
Somebody passing would drop in the news,
Or maybe you would see the taxi going by.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Nail them
yeah,
down and say, listen,
yeah.
next week or whatever, or drunk on
Mhm.
him maybe. And so, and it's funny now on the music, the Highlands. Where would your dad have heard Highlands from?
Highlands was I think it would have been a common country dance tune, for and um,
Where would you pick up the tune? Would it be on the records and you learn it from a record, or somebody? How did you actually learn it? If you know what I mean. If you don't hear it that often.
I don't know. There used to be. I remember my father was saying. I remember him talking about. They used to go to. There used to be a wee hall in Doohery. They used to go to dances in hall in Doohery.
Who said that? Sorry.
My father, I think, and then we used
Engineers
to
doesn't
classy
matter.
ones used to go down to Doohery, and my
Mhm.
mother's. They used to go to Cayley's in Glenties.
Right, because you would need to go somewhere to hear the tunes, to learn the
Yeah,
tunes
yeah,
fairly regularly, or else you just
yeah.
make up your own tunes instead of it.
Hmm.
There's probably a lot more made up tunes back then. Once you get the style of it. Um, but the Highlands, are they a particularly Scottish thing, right?
As
Or
Scottish, yeah.
yeah.
You see,
So
you have to remember a lot of the workers, there was a lot of migratory work in Scotland. Donegal people going to Scotland,
yeah.
and they
So
would
I'd
pick up
imagine.
Scottish tunes over there.
Sorry.
Anybody that had any sort of fiddle.
No, that's it. So some of the guys who went over might have brought a fiddle with them or something where they could learn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or bought a fiddle over there and learned it. You know what the.
Yeah. Something to do in the evenings.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as you said, there wasn't many people playing the fiddle in Classy, right? So there was
No.
nobody. Sorry,
The
your
only
man.
classy man that I remember playing the fiddle was my uncle Paddy.
Yeah, but so we don't
I
know
was in the States.
where exactly he picked it up.
Yeah.
But he went straight to the States when he was a young man, wasn't he?
Huh?
He went to the States when he was a young man. Was he? Or just have a look. Your Paddy. Did Paddy go as a young man to the States or what?
He went, I would say, I think he went soon after the Civil War. He went out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Be interesting to find out actually when he did go.
Yeah, I might be able to look this up. Let me see. I just need to figure out how to put this tree back the way I want it. So, three bits pieces here. Move them. Trees. Maybe I just do this in some way resetting it. Nope. Let's see. How do I reset this tree? Ooh. Oh look, there's some potential conclusions discovered here, but I'm not going to be sucked into that.
No, don't get sucked in there.
I'll click home. There we go.
Paddy.
There's somewhere here. There he is. No. Jeez, I thought we'd have more.
Yeah, that's Paddy.
We'd
That's
have
your
more.
gay word.
There's a bit more details about the guy. Wait a minute, what's this? That's of the marriages. He married Grace,
Grace
right?
O'Donnell, that's right. That's him, yeah.
In 1929. So you're right, that's not long after the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Good one. Wonder this wouldn't say any more, and there wouldn't be any more information on it, would there? That's this. Oh, look at this. Do you see what I'm looking at? Or you can't? Did I share my screen?
First year we see is at Pine Ridge,
Yeah,
Hudson
it's US
Coal
mining
Miner.
That's him, I would say.
Fall of rock on gangway, none fatal. He must have been injured in the mines.
Yeah. Is any about it? No, I'll just go straight to the library. That's interesting to have that wee factoid, isn't it?
Yeah.
16th December 1929. When did he get married? Didn't I get married very close to that time? Hang on. He got married just 6 months or 5 months beforehand.
Hmm.
Now, Patrick Andrew, or that's not having let's say. Sorry, he definitely was not called Andrew, right?
No.
Oh, yeah, sorry, let's see this one. Wilkes-Barre, there he is again. Yeah, in the
Yeah.
city directory. That's right. I wonder, yeah, we don't know. Oh God, his father died in 1924.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to say, probably, do you think he left before or after his father died? I suppose, how do you know?
It might have been after he died, you know.
You would think that'd be, I have no reason why, but you would think that might be what happened.
There's no shipwreck or Ellis
No, we
Island.
don't seem to have that, or we would have to go and look it up. We would, what's his full name? We just have Patrick. Oh, it is Andrew. He wasn't Andrew, was he? No.
Hmm?
What did the A stand for?
I don't know.
Hmm. Let me just look at this record. Jesus Christ, it's hard to read. Oh, there's a lot more detail here. Sorry. Okay, what I need to do is zoom. The female, there's Grace O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Color, I don't know. Waitress. Birthplace, Ireland. 10 Spring Street, Wilkes-Barre. From previous marriages. That was really bit blur Mars. Let me just have some
Hmm.
Name of father was Cornelius. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maiden name of mother. Oh, sorry, do we have that? Maiden name of mother is Gallagher. Oh no, what's that? Name and surname of father. Cornelius.
Bell?
Oh, this is not making sense to me. Mother. Father versus mother. What's that? That's Ireland.
Same.
Same, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh wow, white. I think that's what the
Hmm.
color is it? I thought it was their hair color. Anyway, so what's the name and surname of father? Cornelius O'Donnell. And the mother was Bella? Would that be it? Would that be
Could be, yeah.
anyway? Let's see what else we have. No, here's the I that yeah, because it's a first name. So it's Mary. So this is now uh Paddy Ward, right?
Yeah.
No middle name here, no A, no that's
No, no.
well, so maybe it's just not doing that. And he would do what's that street then? 344.
344 Kidder Street.
Oh, is it okay? And father was John, that's right. Mother was Mary. Father was deceased. Mother was in Ireland. Right. Occupation of father, mother. Patrick, what is his signature look?
Yeah, that's the signature, all right, yeah.
That's sweet. Grace O'Donnell. Yeah, he isn't that. I've got that up. Some stuff over here too. What's over here? Is this a different family? Yeah, it's a different family. Poland. Ah, look at that. People from Poland.
Who is Poland?
No, this is the other page. The other page of the marriage
All
cert.
right, yeah.
Right, oops. Sorry, I'm trying. So that's interesting. Maybe we look here now again. So Grace O'Donnell. Let's see, does this come up? All right. Yeah, there we go. Cornelius O'Donnell.
Yeah, in Bella, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Condi Yankee. O'Donnell.
Right, yeah.
He is
Lochinure,
long here.
yeah.
Condi Yankee. Oh, that's great. And who's the on the other side? Isabel Elizabeth from Gidor. There's a bunch of Gidors, Gidor heads. Yes. Well, sorry, not in your line, I guess. Rana Fast. Oh, that's interesting.
Runner first, yeah.
James Condido, Patrick Condido. You just wouldn't have known any of these people, right?
No, no.
Who did you say was Grace the one that was dancing for him?
Huh?
He was playing the fiddle. Who was dancing? Were you saying?
Oh, no, it was the other lady.
I know you told me
Um,
before. I can't remember. Sorry, quick look here.
Mary Friel.
Very free. That was
She was a visitor. She was would have been a relation of my grandmother's, I presume.
Interesting. These are potentials. I don't know. Right. Anyway, so he played the fiddle. We don't know when he went over, but he probably went over mid-20s.
Oh, I'd be 20s. I was, yeah, definitely. You'd have to look up, you might have to look up passenger lists and things from,
Yeah, no,
but that could take ages, you know.
yeah. And he could have learned to play the fiddle he probably learned to be honest, he probably learned to play the fiddle. Was he a good fiddle player? Or handy enough on it?
It was handy enough on it, yeah.
Yeah, I would say he learned when he was when he was
Probably did, you know.
before he went, because it's fiddle's not an instrument you pick up too handy
No,
at an
no.
older age, in my opinion.
But anyhow, that was a musical history of Classey.
Pretty short history.
Yeah, there wasn't, as I say, there wasn't an awful lot of music in it, you know.
Yeah, but it sounds like, I guess, a musical instrument was took it required, now when I think about it, a musical instrument required leisure time.
Yes, yeah.
I'd say there wasn't a lot of leisure time
There wasn't a lot of leisure time, no. No.
because it was subsistence living in some ways.
Yeah, it was.
So you had to,
Even to buy a good fiddle, it would cost probably a week's wages, sort of, or more.
oh Jesus, a fiddle, yeah. That's why I was in the melodeon is spectacular. It's
Oh
spectacular.
yeah, that would be a very expensive piece of equipment, you know.
Yeah, it's like having a baby grand piano in the house.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. It's an expensive kit. So yeah, people didn't have the time. And the
It's
only people,
funny. I was looking up vintage melodeons to see if I could find a Honer the same, but I couldn't find one, so it must have been fairly old. I would say it was probably bought maybe in the 30s, you know.
yeah, I could imagine. So you can't remember anything written on it, just Honer is all you can remember.
That's all I remember. It was a Honer, yeah.
Well, you remember that it had a metal clasp and
Metal. There was metal stops and brass stops on it, and the keys were not white. They were black keys. They were shiny from use.
That's great, right there, really. That's great. Let me see. Let me.
Uh-huh.
So, antique. I'm going for antique, not vintage. Right. Antique. What would I say?
Melodeon.
What's a
Owner.
melodeon and an accordion? Oh, just it's button. Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I just wonder. I just want to. Don't want the. I want the search to. And you said brass stops.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where that takes us.
Now you see that one there?
This one,
That one there looks very like it.
the one right in the middle.
Yeah, except the stops are wooden. But I remember the keys were something like that, and it's a double. This looks like a double row of a double row of.
Here it is now. Let me try and.
No, no, no,
No.
definitely no. That's a relatively modern one. I remember Uncle John selling them.
Oh, really? This
Yeah.
one here? Okay. All right. Let me go back. Oh, I know. Here's one for you. History of Honor Melodians.
Yeah.
Spelled badly. Ooh, the Box and Fiddle Archive. Ooh.
Right.
See, it's just any pictures here. Nope, that's not a very useful website. Poker Work, is that a particular brand, was it?
No, poker work is the
Style of the look of it, is it?
yeah.
It's a nice little Honor
No,
there.
that was a good. I remember playing one of them. Uncle John used to sell them. They were very, very nice card. Yeah.
And it's very pretty. Interesting, hang on. Sorry, no, that's not the best use of your time. But we look at the Honor itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vintage. They do restoration. All right. Level cookies. All right, just go on. Dating and valuation. Right.
Mm.
We've kept track since 1930 as a serial number. Wow.
God.
Oh, vintage record. Is this? Tell me that. Restoration. So that's not dating and valuation. How do I? Spelling. Yeah, for sale. Come here, you a bit tired? Do you want to go to bed there, Dad?
No, just interested.
All right.
War veteran or hiking, but here, Lilyfoot.
What's this here?
One row. Yeah.
Vienna.
No. Vienna's we sold, I remember.
Oh, really?
Something similar.
Morgan.
No. That's a black bus. That's the one I have.
This one?
Yeah. What? 859?
There you
Right.
go.
Yeah.
3-row. El Rey de Valentiano.
Mm-hmm.
3-row looks hard.
And they're piano accordions.
Right. Okay, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're gonna nail this. Brass stops. What else did you say about it? Brass. Well, let's have a look.
Melodian.
So they
But,
actually look brass.
huh?
They were actually brass, the stops.
Yeah.
Well, that's very distinctive. So we would see brass. Anything that's
Yeah.
black is wooden, right? Or is there?
Black is wooden,
There's
yeah.
brass.
Yeah. Show us that one.
Wait a minute. Now that's an interesting one. It's not. For flip's sake, it keeps. Sorry. When I clicked on it, it brought me here, which is not.
Where you wanted to go.
No, it's just not what the image was. But hang on. Yeah, this might take a while.
No.
Do you see here? There's brass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it one like this?
but they weren't balls, they were flat brass.
Black?
And that's got white keys. This one had black keys
Right.
or silvery keys.
Right. How about this one?
Now see the one over on the left?
That one?
Yeah, click on that one.
That's
That's
just
more like
flat.
it.
That's
But
flat
I
and
think,
split.
yeah, that's the type of stops. But I think there was three in the one in
And
Classy.
it's got black keys.
Black keys, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this
And
but
as a double bellows.
here, can I do is this Google? What's that mean search? Similar.
Three stops. I said three stops. Yeah, that's very like it.
There. I found it now. Now we're talking. I used whatever the search facility is, looks to be Google Lens. There's different versions of it, huh?
Yeah.
And you said there's three.
No, I think it was two. I think it was double. I think it was just a double bellows, like that one there that says, see the red one in the middle. Yeah, looked very like something very similar to that.
Jumping around the place here. Wait a minute. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere here. Let me just go back here. This one actually does it three stops, it says here.
Huh?
This one says it does it three stops.
Yeah,
Every time you click on it, bring me to a page where isn't that accordion.
I know.
Um yeah, let me just search again. This these seem to be Edwardian. Could that be possible?
No,
Like, are they that old? I guess they'd be pretty old.
no.
No, it's not that old. Okay.
Anyhow, you know roughly what it looked like.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. Yeah, if we weren't there's a wee auction for one there. I wonder what this was. This is a vintage Empress accordion, right? That's some other company.
Hmm.
But they're all kind of similar. This was
They're
also
all they're all basically the same layout. You know.
yeah. Doesn't say anything about this. Doesn't really say much about that accordion. Yeah, it's probably 1920s or 30s, right?
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. One last thing.
But that was the classic claim to fame, anyhow.
Fun little website. Oh, he's nice little accordion. There's this whole um there's a whole world of people who are obsessed with accordions.
Yeah.
Oh, 100 years. I knew it'd be somewhere. 100 years of Honer accordions in pictures. Oh, there's a book. Might be. Uh, where do I find that book? Why don't I have a link to it? History Unfolds. That's a good title, actually. Right. Oh, here's it. There's a book there for you. Horner did that book.
Huh?
Horner published that book.
Mm.
Hmm. Did anyone scan in that book? Anyway, like you're right, yeah. Let's see, you get sucked in this for
Yeah.
a
But
long.
no, as I say, it was just and I don't even know what key it was in, you know.
Well, did it matter? There's nobody else to play with.
Exactly, yeah. There was somebody else to play with it, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, very interesting. All right, well, come here. Maybe I'll let you go. You can get some sleep. And now,
Yeah, it's getting time for my tablets, I think. Yeah.
did you get a phone call from Mary B? No,
No, she didn't ring.
give her. Let's text
So
her.
maybe she had no news. So
All
I'll
right,
get her tomorrow morning.
right. Okay,
All right, Thomas.
all right. Good night then.
Night, night. You Hawaii, as Johnny
Bye.
says. Right, bye.